Group 1, welcome to your reading. So we're just going to see how your energies are transforming over this massive collective shift that's taking place. I'm going to start off by seeing what was going on in the previous cycle for you and what your energies were like and how it is transforming. So it is a general collective reading. Please remember, take only what resonates, leave the rest behind for the others. It may or may not resonate, so you know the drill. Let's get started, Group 1. Spirit guides, please connect me to Group 1 Collective. Please connect me to Group 1 Collective. Thank you, Spirit. What were the energies like for Group 1 in their previous cycle? What were the energies like for Group 1 in their previous cycle? What were the energies like for Group 1 in their previous cycle? Well, okay, one card came out here. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. What were the energies like for Group 1 in their previous cycle? What were the energies like for Group 1 in their previous cycle? What was going on? 9-9. Something about letting go. Something about striving to let go or having difficulty to let go of something. 9-9 in reverse. Okay. Please show me the energies of Group 1 Collective in the most previous cycle. What were they going through? Group 1. There's something about like really wanting to something very intentional. Again, Nine of Swords came out, but upright. Like there was something you really intentionally wanted to let go of and also move forward with. Group 1, bottom of the deck is 10 of Wands. Yeah, some burden in the previous cycle, right? That you were fed up about and just getting like fed up. Like it was draining you. Something was draining you. Something you just wanted to get past, like move past it. Move past it. I just want to see specifically what it was here. So Spirit guides, please tell me. So 10 of Wands, you just wanted to end something and let go. I'm just really specifically getting something about like let go and release. You were intentionally, deliberately trying to make the effort to release something in the past. What was it exactly, Spirit guides, please? What are we talking about? What they were wanting to release? What was Group 1 wanting to release? What was Group 1 wanting to release? There's something here about the opinions of other people in regards to, I think, something practical. So like the opinions of other people. Oh, we have the Devil in reverse. Okay, so limiting beliefs regarding how people viewed you. Okay, you wanted to get over the way people perceived you, and you wanted to take responsibility of your reality. Group 1, the Moon at the bottom of the deck. And you wanted to, okay, so with the Moon here, there were some things that were not revealed And I think in the previous, wow, okay, so I'm getting that there was something you wanted to reveal the truth. Let go of caring about all the false narratives of people, and what you really wanted was to reveal the truth here in the previous cycle. So we do have the Eight of Wands here too, so like really expressing and communicating, or like really there's something about revealing yourself here, expressing, really coming forward about your sense of identity, really here. Again, 9, so there's so much 9 here. 999, 999, 9 of Pentacles. Your sense of your self-identity, like in terms of like your sense of self, okay, not necessarily your self-image, but we have the 10 of Pentacles next. Your purpose, your legacy, your meaning to life. Wow. And then Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We have Capricorn energy here too, and Pisces, Cancer. So group 1, you wanted to let go in the previous cycle. You wanted to let go of the opinions, the false narratives, the assumptions, accusations, the false accusations, the wrongfully assumed opinions of other people. And there was something here about communicating some sort of truth. I feel like with the nine of Swords, this was not easy for you to reveal something like this. But the Devil in reverse here. We have the Devil in reverse. So I feel like you managed to overcome this fear and to actually really express yourself, like take responsibility for your truth too. The King of Pentacles, Taurus. So wolves might be, I don't know if you might be seeing images of wolves or dreaming about wolves. Wolf in sheep clothing. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Wow. So something about that, right? Like you being different, maybe, like you being, or some wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. There's like a revelation here about somebody's identity. Wow. This is weird. Anyway, group 1. This feels good though, because it feels like coming out of the closet, or it feels like in whatever way, whether people just realize this or whether you express yourself or you revealed, there was just a sense of something being put into perspective about your sense of self, about your sense of identity, okay? And your self-worth too, your self-worth. But this is really like in the past, so overcoming whatever the fuck people thought about you and your self-worth, okay? And now with the Eight of Wands, this feels like some sort of freedom here. Gaining freedom is what, so this was what you were working through. You were working on this in the previous cycle. Ooh, cool. And this was difficult. Like, I just feel like this was really difficult here with all the 9s. Okay, 9 is also an identity number. 9 is all about your individual self. 9 is all about, yeah, the completion too. The completion when it comes to yourself though. 9 is the Hermit in the tarot, so self-reflection. It's all about yourself. So also I feel like in the previous cycle you have learned a lot of things about yourself and what kept you small as well. Okay, let's get some oracle cards about your transformation. Spirit guides, please tell me. Why am I hearing? Okay, please tell me about group 1's transformation. They're really telling me all about this. Okay, about group 1's transformation, what are we talking about here for group 1's transformation? Thank you. Release control. First quarter moon in Taurus. I'm seeing 111 and then 1111. So release control. So okay, wow. Yeah, there's something about a release here. So you were, bottom of the deck, see the bigger picture. Wow. So you were learning how to let go of control, specifically in terms of other people, like controlling for most of you how other people perceived you, controlling how other people made you feel small or have created self-limiting beliefs in your subconscious mind, maybe coming from maybe your family or friends, or just like release control. This is more like, this does not control you anymore. This does not control your sense of self-worth. Your sense of self-worth. I'm really getting the King of Wands. Yeah, this Taurus energy. I'm really getting the King of Wands here as self-worth. Okay. So releasing and then seeing the bigger picture about yourself. Seeing the truth about your self-worth. This is what you were working through in the previous cycle, group 1. Alright. So it really did come to light. You've learned a lot of things. I think you really dug into your shadows in the previous cycle, learning about your self-worth. 9 of Pentacles. This is also your independence and sovereignty, okay, and your purpose in life, okay, and coming into balance here. You have really overcome a lot of fears in order to discover these things about yourself, group 1. So spirit guides, can we, okay, they want me to pull these oracle. What else do we have for group 1 and their transformation? Thank you. So we have labyrinth. I'm getting group 1 that, okay, see the bigger picture, see the forest for the trees. Whoa. And then here at the bottom of the deck was connection in reverse. Wow. And I'm hearing fly high. I don't know why. Fly high. They're mixing it up with fly high like a diamond. I know it's not. I know it's shine bright like a diamond, but it's like fly high. Oh, so you okay. So I'm hearing fly high, and then labyrinth here. So when you zoom out, when you see the bigger picture, when you like see things from bird's eye view from above, right? Fly high. There's something here about your perspective, okay? It might also be related to a connection or your connections. Yeah, when it comes to people, right? Like the opinions of people and like the actual yeah, something really about the beliefs of people, and that that probably affecting your connections. Okay, so this is pretty interesting, group one. So you are able to see now. Okay, so how you're transforming, right? How you're transforming. In the previous cycle, you have come to terms with your self-worth, okay, actualizing, self-actualizing as well. And this has resulted in like a clearer perspective about yourself when it comes to dealing with connections. Okay, so the work that's being done internally, you know where it's coming from within yourself. Okay, where the release of control needs to be coming from within yourself. So maybe that be stop obsessing or caring about what people think, or believing a narrative about yourself based on what people think or tell you, you know, whatever it is. But like releasing control, you know where that comes from within yourself here. So there's something about actually feeling lighter the more you're able to see something from, like, I'm really just going with the flow. I have no idea what I'm talking about here. I'm just like, if it makes sense to you, that's cool. But like, the more you're able to see something when you take a step back, or when you see something from bird's eye view, not from the lens of your egoic self, or not from the lens of other people and what they project onto you, but more of like the truth and the clarity, right? Like there's something about like the truth about the situation. When you're able to see things from that lens, from that perspective, okay, labyrinth here, and fly high, right? Seeing things from bird's eye view, that gives you a more clarity as to what was blocking you in connections, as to what was not working in your connections, and also what was probably maybe keeping you small or feeling stuck in your mind when it comes to connection here. Okay, I don't know. That's what they're saying. And this has to do with your sovereignty, who you are, with your self-worth, with maybe like in your insecurities, okay, about yourself, stemming from projections of people, or stemming from your own insecurities too, maybe. But Capricorn in reverse, the devil in reverse, is it totally speaks about releasing control. Releasing control, not letting such things define you anymore, and also not letting it get to you. Okay, not obsessing mostly with the devil here in reverse. Not obsessing about these things, you know, that's not the truth, which you've already identified, which is not the truth about your self-worth. Okay, so let's close it off now for you, group one, with one last message. How is group one transforming? What message do you have for group one about their transformation? What message do you have for group one about their transformation? Thank you, Spirit. Build within the confidence to know when you're right, and the strength to admit when you're wrong, the ability to give to others without resentment, and give to yourself without guilt. Oh, now this deserves a whole new spiel here. So this was like a back and forth projection I'm getting here that you're able to see with Labyrinth. Okay, with the Labyrinth card, this was like a back and forth projection of like others, right? Like that created resentment. That created resentment within you. And also guilt, like to give to yourself without guilt. Like the only type of person who would give to themselves with guilt is somebody who doesn't feel worthy, right? And so this is like, you're seeing that all of these beliefs, self-beliefs about yourself, limiting beliefs about yourself, is what was contained in you, and what was like, you needed to release the obsession and the idea of this, that you're not worthy, or that people, like however you believe people perceive you. But you know, that was making you feel bad, that was making you feel resentful, how people were projecting onto you. And so in turn, you also projected back to people how you were feeling about yourself necessarily. So this is like, yeah, I think like you are now, when it comes to self-worth, I'm talking about here, right? You're building confidence now. How you're transforming now is upon this realization, you are slowly building within the confidence to know and to take responsibility, okay? To see the bigger picture, that these are all just being created by subconscious beliefs of your insecurities, that you're not worthy, or you're not deserving of love, or whatever the narrative is. And your understanding here, to admit when you're wrong, your understanding here that the control, really, like where you can have control is, I'm really just getting like the way you see things, the way you perceive, your perspective is in your perspective. So this, as you aid this in your perspective, this will naturally help you, and energetically as well, help you to release resentment, to release obsession towards other people's, you know, how they perceive you, really, I'm getting like. But I think you're realizing that it was never about that. It was never about how people perceived you. Group 1. Bottom of the deck, celebrate yourself for all the good things you've done, all the kind things you've said, and all the beautiful things you are. So how you're transforming now is actually, I think, self-affirmations, and actually really patting yourself on the back, doing all things that justify your self-worth, you know, being your own cheerleader here too. Being your own cheerleader. So, wow, I like this story. Group 1. So I feel like you're realizing this, and you know where to fix it, really. You know where it comes from. You know where it comes from. And this will, as this is healed within you, this will naturally transform the dynamics in your relationship. So this is, you're realizing this is a back and forth projection, right? And the only thing you can control is releasing control on you can't control others and how they perceive you. It's like, that's just about them. It's nothing to do with you. But you are the way you're controlling is your own mirror, like your own self, so that this gets fixed in the projections, right? So you know what I mean? So this is what I have for you, Group 1. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you in another reading. Mwah. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is going to be a reading on how you're transforming in your energies over this big, massive collective shift that's taking place. So I'm just going to start off first by seeing what was going on in the energies for you in your previous cycle. And then we're going to see in the cards how this is transforming. So, as always, this is a general collective reading. Please take only what resonates and helps for you. Leave the rest behind for the others. It may or may not resonate. You know the drill. Let's get started. Group 2. Spirit guides, please connect me to the Group 2 collective. Energies of Group 2 collective, please. What was going on in the previous cycle for Group 2? What was going on in the previous cycle for Group 2? Group 2 collective, what was going on in the previous cycle for Group 2? Okay, there's something about a mother figure. Maybe you're something related to your mother wounds or a feminine figure. Maybe this is you. Maybe you're someone you're dealing with. But my mom was she just randomly sent me a message as well. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. So, let's see. Spirit guides. What was happening in the energies for Group 2 collective in their previous cycle? What was happening in the energies for Group 2 in their previous cycle? The Devil at the bottom of the deck. So we have Justice sideways. This is Libra energy. Devil, Capricorn energy. We have the Moon in reverse. We have Five of Cups. We have the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Star, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Capricorn. You felt in the previous cycle that something was unattainable, that something you really wanted, probably a wish, okay? Some dreams or something you really wanted to manifest in your future. You felt like this was unattainable. With Justice, the Moon in reverse. In the previous cycle, there was something about like accepting that. Oh, we have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So there was something about here, like you were listening to some thoughts, okay, that maybe you can't have it, okay, but we have in the middle the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Whoa. There's something here about giving up something for another. There's something here about, I gotta be, if I'm gonna make this happen, you knew the cost, you're aware of the cost, okay? And the cost probably was, yeah, letting go of something, giving up on something, but also having to put up a fight for something here too. You're really passionate about something here in the past, Group 2. But this was not easy because there was a sense of loss. So 5-5, you might have been seeing 5-5 or 5-5-5. This significant change that was taking place for you was something that felt like you had to be confident and you had to stand your ground and make a decision that make a decision about what you truly wanted anyways. Like, you had to really make a decision. You had to be clear about what you wanted because you had to, yeah, maybe exchange it for something else. So you had a choice. I feel like you had a choice, And in the previous cycle, it also felt like no matter what you chose, you would get hurt, or it would be hard, or someone would get hurt, or no matter what you chose, it was all both any scenario, all scenarios would have been difficult and would have involved a loss. Four of Wands. You had to choose group 2. You had to choose between your head and your heart here. Group 2. You had to choose between your head and your heart. Alright? And yeah, this was difficult. There was like, I think you felt like with the Devil here, okay, and Justice sideways, you felt like no matter what the situation, you would not be able to find a balance between your head and your heart. I feel like you thought you had no choice with the Devil here. You thought you had no choice. I said, right, some wish was unattainable or something like that here. But anyway, now that you have decided and you have become clear that you really needed to decide what you truly want with a passion and with your heart, because what this would take is to stand your ground and to fight for this, and it would not be easy. You didn't feel equipped here with the Five of Pentacles. You didn't feel like you were operating here. I mean, the reason why it was hard mostly was because you were operating from a lack mentality here, or there was just like maybe a focus on what was not working versus what, like the opportunities and versus like how to make things work. I think you were focused with the Devil, right? And the Moon, okay. There was something you weren't seeing clearly about the possibilities of this dream, of this wish. Okay, so that was going on in the previous cycle, but now let's see how you're transforming group 2. How you're transforming, spirit guides. Oh, wow. So they want me to pick up the Goddess deck for you, group 2. How is group 2 transforming in their energies now? Group 2 collective, how are they transforming in their energies now? Oh, bottom of the deck is wise leadership. Wise leadership. You're taking the stand. You're taking a stand, like you're standing your ground here. Bottom of the deck, independence. Independence. Cool. Lilith. Ooh. So you're harnessing your masculine energies, so your dark energies. I'm like, this is dark feminine now, okay? Regardless of whether you're a guy or a girl. Ooh, I said I opened up with mother, right? A mother figure or something like that. You know, a shadow feminine, okay? A feminine that's not in their power. They feel like a victim. They feel like they're not in control of things. They feel like things just happen to them. They feel, lack mentality, right? They feel like they're not deserving. That's shadow feminine, regardless of whether you're a guy or a girl. But like, I'm really talking about in the previous cycle, the transformation between your shadow feminine and your feminine in power, okay? We have Lilith here with independence and wise leadership. So this is like a mother bear type of energy now. I feel like now, I don't know, with like the King of Wands, some fire has started to grow within you. And I think this is healthy anger. This is actually healthy anger. Ooh, interesting. So this is actually like, actually no. Actually no. Actually, I can get what I want. Actually, so this, okay, so this, and so how you're clearly transforming, group 1, is recognizing that you have the power to say no. Okay, so maybe you're also, yeah, like you're stepping into, maybe your masculine energy, I don't know, but there is balance now here, because I'm talking about the polarities. So there is coming into balance. There is coming into balance over here, stepping into your power. Okay? So you're transforming from victim mindset, from a victim mindset to an empowered mindset. This is really empowering, actually. But with the devil at the bottom of the deck, it's like at all costs, because this is going to be hard. Like, this is you. I just saw you right now. Like, you're in a battlefield and you're like you're fighting through, like if you're in battle, okay? There's like black smoke that you're having to walk through. Okay? I just saw you, like if this is a battlefield, it's not just a battlefield. You're battling with black smoke all around you. So this is like extra difficulty, hard level, you know? So what this is actually doing for you, group 2, is sharpening your empowerment skills. Is really like at all costs, no matter how difficult, no matter the obstacle, no matter the speed bump, whatever. It's like you are finding solutions and possibilities. You are going to go after. Yeah, okay, so I think like there's like you're activating your masculine energy here too. But that is also by transmuting your feminine from shadow to light. Okay, from victim feminine to I deserve, I actually can get what I want feminine. Feminine understands and knows what she deserves and what she wants. And now also activating the masculine, where now you're empowered to go after, King of Wands, to go after it. But also overcoming obstacles. Wise leadership, independence. I'm just really getting like, you're going after what you want. You're seeing that something's possible here. Anything else? Can you please show me more about how group 2 is transforming in their energy, spirit guides? Group 2, how are they transforming in their energy? So the devil is actually also Capricorn energy, right? They're dedicated. They persevere. They're devoted and hardworking. Eight of Cups. You've had to let go of something in order to step into this power, in order to reclaim this power, actually. And I think whatever it is you've had to walk away from, it did sting you emotionally. This was actually the very thing that was keeping you from your power, okay? This was actually the very thing that was keeping you small. Yeah. It was not easy to let go of whatever. I don't know. Okay? So this was hard. This was difficult for you, group 2. How are they transforming? How is group 2 transforming in their energies now? How is group 2 transforming in their energies now? How is group 2 transforming in their energies now? Okay, we're just gonna see this first. Ooh, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. What do you want, right? You've had to make this decision. You are deciding here, and you are like, there's balance of give and take. Okay, so you're balancing out your energies. I mean, if this doesn't speak about masculine, feminine balance, okay, I don't know what does. But this is, you are balanced. Wow. So this is how you're transforming group 2. You are coming into balance with your masculine and feminine energies with, oh wow, decisive, wow, empowerment. I mean, strategy too. Strategy as well, right? Like, whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest here, okay, that you thought was impossible. First of all, you're deciding, I am going to manifest it. I am going to have this. Secondly, yeah, you're gonna operate from a balanced state with your empowered feminine, knowing what you deserve, okay, knowing your value, and also your empowered masculine, going after what it is that you want, being clear, and also strategizing towards it, no matter the fog, no matter the devil in your ear, no matter whatever obstacles they play. You're a fighter. You're becoming a fighter here. Wise leadership, and you are becoming a warrior. Warrior vibes, group 2. Warrior vibes. You're becoming a warrior, group 2. That's what's happening. So let's get one last message for group 2. How are they transforming in their energies? One last message for group 2. How is group 2 transforming in their energies? They're really telling me to use this deck. How is group 2 transforming in their energies? Group 2! The Ten of Pentacles. Everything in fruition and wisdom from all stages of life. Through this adversity, group 2, through this adversity, okay, you are activating the necessary components, your masculine, your feminine, empowered masculine, feminine, and also bringing it into balance, which is wisdom, which is the very thing you need to manifest whatever it is you want, to manifest your happily ever after, your legacy. 10 of Pentacles, okay? And bottom of the deck is Knight of... Now is a good time to do what you want. Sorry, group 2, my memory card was full. I'm having such difficulty. Oh, I mean, we're talking about this too, right? Like, difficulty, like, on my side, I've been having technical difficulty with my memory card and camera. Similarly, you're also going through like similar like obstacles. You have to you have to come up with solutions and problem solving. In that sense, you are overcoming such obstacles too. But anyway, I'm sorry, the video got cut. I switched up my memory card, and I also ordered a new memory card, which will be coming like next week or so. That's just more storage. So anyway, yeah, so basically basically, how you're transforming, this is just like straightforward for you, group 2, is you're becoming a warrior and you are balancing your energies. When you're in a state of balance, group 2, when you're in a state of balance of creativity as well as problem solving skills, okay, practicality, the balance of soul, passion, and love as well, like passion, the balance of passion and practicality. You are really coming into balance. 144 on the timer. 144. You're coming into balance, and with this balance and through these obstacles and adversities that you are learning how to overcome, this is only giving you the skills to be able to manifest whatever it is that you truly want, that in the past you thought was impossible. But now you're making it inevitable. So anyway, everything in fruition and wisdom from all stages of life, right? So like, you've been like through shit to gain this wisdom in order to actually make this happen for you, group 2. I love it. So in essence, group 2, what I'm saying here, how you're transforming is from lack scarcity mentality, from victim mindset, you are now transforming and becoming a master manifester moving forward. So this is so deserves a round of applause. Okay. That's what I have for you, group 2. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. And I'll see you in another reading. Mwah. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. So we are going to take a look at how you are transforming over all of this massive collective shift that's taking place. So I'm going to start off first by getting your energies in the previous. Okay. I can already tell, group 3, something about your throat chakra here. Okay. Anyway. And maybe distractions too. So I'm gonna get your energies first in the previous cycle. What was going on with you in the previous cycle, and then we're gonna ask Spirit how you're transforming in your energy. So as always, please remember, take only what resonates, leave the rest behind for the others. It is a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate. With that said, let's get started. Spirit guides. Oh, so much going on, group 3. What's happening? I just felt like I wanted to sneeze. My knee is itchy. Maybe you were busy. Connecting to the energies of group 3, please, spirit guides. Connecting to the energies of group 3, please, spirit guides. How was it in the previous cycle for group 3? What was it like in the previous cycle for group 3? Please show me the energies of group 3 in their previous cycle. Please show me the energies of group 3 in their previous cycle. Please show me the energies of group 3 in their previous cycle. Virtue, 3 of Wands. Okay, please show me the energy of group 3 in their previous cycle. What was going on for group 3 in their previous cycle? I'm really being shown a YouTube video of another reader, and they're telling me to read the title of that video. because I saved it to my watch later list. I didn't watch it yet. Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck in your previous cycle. Let me just see what they're telling me to see. Hang on. So I'm gonna go to my watch later playlist, and oh damn. Oh damn. Snap. Hang on. Sorry, group 3, 1 sec. I swear this is gonna be quick. Okay, it's a video by Moon Sun here on YouTube. Maybe they're also telling you to watch this video. Oh. But okay, if the path forward feels foggy as hell. That's the name of the video by Moon Sun on YouTube. If the path forward feels foggy as hell. They told me to read the title of that video. Okay. So, fogginess with moving forward. We have Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We have Ace of Swords here. Prince of Discs sideways, so that's Knight of Pentacles sideways. The Princess of Wands, so that's Page of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. And then the Six of Cups. What are we talking about here? I don't know, I got the sense that this was related to your finances. And how you create your finances. Right, because like we have Six of Cups with the word pleasure. How you gain, how like your income, and how pleasurable. Fuck. You're not really serious, group 3. I don't know. There's something. What's with this energy for you? Because it's like I heard giving up hope, but I don't think you are giving up hope. Because I feel like, yeah, there's like a mix of energy when it comes to specifically finances here or a connection, but you just in the previous cycle oh shit. Okay, so something's foggy, huh? Moving forward, something's foggy. Okay, there's something about settling. There's something about settling here for you, group 3. Oh, right. There's something about, I don't want to say laziness, okay, or complacency, but settling, maybe settling for a job, okay, or settling for maybe a connection. I don't know. I'm getting mostly settling for a situation, okay, that doesn't really give you pleasure. But there's something about your mind the path moving forward is foggy. So there's something about like you were trying to make okay, this is really crazy, okay, but you were trying to, because like, okay, hang on, I need to stabilize your energy, because I'm not taking something seriously, even though things are not really going well, and then you're like laughing it off. Okay, there's something here about that. Like there was something that you were trying to find a reason to that, like you were, I don't know, deceiving yourself maybe in the past. You were like saying like, oh yeah, this is good, when it wasn't. But deceiving yourself here, because like trying to find a reason, trying to find excuses, justifying a situation that wasn't really good, but it was comfortable, maybe because it was familiar, but it wasn't good. That's what I'm getting, okay? Group 3. You're silly. You're so silly. See, it's like laughing off something that's like, you know, I'm trying to do a reading for you. We need to be serious. Group 3, okay? How can you move forward? So, in the past, in this most recent cycle for you, Group 3, was realizing certain truths, like, probably about how you approach things, how you respond to things in a very like complacent, settling way. I mean, I think, you know, I would say you're a very optimistic person. I would say, Group 3, that you are very, yeah, nonchalant, maybe, like nonchalant, like man, nonchalant, but this nonchalantness was not enough to move forward in the direction of authentic security, emotionally and physically. Group 3, okay? You're so silly. You were kind of like, maybe, like, yeah, okay, I'll go hang out with my friends, fine. Even though what you truly wanted was to, I don't know, like maybe create a project that you were passionate about. Spend time on something that you were passionate about. You weren't really, but then, you know, it's like, yeah, alright, like, look at this image, just look at this image, look, okay? You were not genuinely satisfied with your reality, but you were settling for it for whatever reason, okay? It did give you instant gratification, but it, what am I doing? But over time, it just became some sort of drug that you settled for, that later on made you realize, like, this is not really authentic, soul level joy, happiness, pleasure. This has just now become a drug, you know, like a, just like, okay, fine, I'll go out tonight, I'll hang out, or yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, nothing wrong with like these pleasures, you know, like peer pressure or whatever, like to go have fun if there's nothing wrong with having fun and pleasure and whatever. But this was all surface level. Now this is what I'm talking about here, okay? You see, I was like being silly and laughing things off, but it was really not quality joy, soul level, deep fulfillment. I'm talking about here something that you settled for that was surface level. And you settled for it because it was comfortable, it was easy, you know, whatever, right? But deep down, this was not really enough, okay, to make you feel good about yourself. I don't know. That was the previous cycle. That was what was going on. So I think you've realized some things since. I think you've realized some things since group 3. So let's dig into that. What have you realized now? You've definitely realized something since 1313 on the so 13 in the major arcana, I think it's death. Like, yeah, there's something about being distracted. See how I'm distracted and I'm like, just like, there's something about being distracted. Yeah, there's something about being distracted here. Freaking have to say it 3 times, huh? But because it was distracting you from your soul path, from what really truly fulfills you. Something was distracting you and you were giving in to these distractions. Group 3. Death. 13 is death. Right. Soul transformation. Through the ending of something is what you've probably realized, is something had to change. Something had to change. Okay? The death of this habit, maybe, or tolerating this behavior of yourself or something like that. Group 3. So let's get some more about this transformation. What's going on in the transformation for group 3? In this transformation for group 3, what's going on, please? What's going on in this transformation for group 3? Trickery! Oh, trickster energy! Oh my god. Right. You were being, I said peer pressure or manipulated. You were giving in to trickery. So this is like trickster energy. Things were playing with your heart, like pulling on your heart strings. But it was not soul level deep, So I don't know, maybe this be like drugs. Was that sex, drugs, and alcohol? Rock and roll? Huh? I don't know. You were giving into temptations. There's something about giving into temptations here, and trickery and growth. Oh, and these 2 are the heart chakra. What is it that gives you true soul level, deep heart fulfillment, joy, pleasure as well? Pleasure. You were settling for surface level things, okay? That you could do every day, every weekend, every whatever. But it only numbed you. Group 3. Emergency room. Growth. Look at this image. Oh my god, my battery is gonna die! Oh my god, my battery is gonna die. Anyway. So, it had to come to a point where you, maybe even physically, started to deteriorate. I mean, I'm not laughing, but it had to come to a point of really unhealthy situation for you to have this wake-up call, this realization, Ace of Swords, that this is not good for me. This is not good for me. It had to come to an emergency room here. Okay. I don't know if you can see that situation for you to wake up and be like, hey, This doesn't fulfill me. I'm being tricked. I'm tricking myself from giving in to temptations, or like I'm settling, or whatever it is, you know. But you were not listening to your deepest heart's desires, green heart chakra, your deepest heart's pleasure, for whatever reason. So also, I think one of the things you've realized is what you deserve, what you want, what you truly want. Group 3, I'm gonna change my battery now. I'm back. Group 3. So clearly, Group 3, how you are transforming in your energy is becoming more intentional and moving with integrity towards your heart's truest, authentic, deepest desires and pleasures and joy. Okay? And not settling or tricking yourself that, you know, this one night, one last thing, one whatever, that's not really sound. It's no harm. It's no harm. Like, you know, whatever. Like, why not? You know, like just giving into things. You're just like, the word intentional over here is for you. Intentional. Becoming more intentional here as you grow. So this, as you grow, yeah, again, like there's something like some facade here. Whatever was giving you surface level, like this is yellow, okay, solar plexus. So surface level joy. So surface level whatchamacallit, like yeah, instant gratification, okay? Like these things. It's like, I feel like you've, with the emergency room here, I feel like you've also realized all the time that was wasted, that was not wasted, okay? Because this is the journey that you had to go through to really learn the lesson. The more deep you are into the dark, I feel like the more you learned your lesson. Like the more pain you felt from in your journey, from a cycle, the more you've learned your lesson, I feel. So it's great. So now let's see some more. How is Group 3 transforming in their energy? Please, Spirit Guides, please show me Group 3. How is Group 3? There's something really prominent about your heart chakra, Group 3, because I'm really seeing a lot of green. How is Group 3 transforming in their energy, please, Spirit Guides? I think also there's something here about moving slowly towards your heart's desires, like consistency, daily habits, so, you know, this just feels like being more productive, becoming more productive. This just feels like becoming more productive. Why am I saying this? Repeating myself, like you're so... I'm seeing, you know, the Big Lebowski? You know, dude, man. I'm seeing you like that. You're just like... I don't know. It's good. It's, yeah, Queen of... So self-care, self-nurture. You're gonna nurture something now. I think this is in regards to your finances, maybe. But, you know, probably like also with your spending habit. For some of you, this might be related, as I opened up with something about your finances. Not wasting money on things. You know, like this is one of those energies where... you know, somebody would spend money just to impress people they don't even like, okay? Money that they don't even have. So yes, maybe something about saving something about saving, just intentionally putting and investing your energy, time, and resources into what will ultimately become your ultimate joy, right? Like, so now delayed gratification versus instant gratification, okay? How is group 3 transforming in their energies? How is group 3 transforming in their energies, Spirit? Wow! We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. And the 7 of Cups. Ooh, you're gonna become more discerning. Yeah, exactly. About where to emotionally invest yourself. So we're thinking long term now. So how you're transforming. So we have the Queen of Pentacles here again. So you're transforming by becoming more long term. Okay, nurturing and investing into the future. Okay, that will ultimately give you ultimate like long-term abundance, ultimate long-term self-security. You're making moves here, Page of Wands, intentionally, and no longer deceiving yourself, and no longer giving into the easy, you know, whatever's easy. We have the 7 of Cups here. Tell me about the 7 of Cups. Oh, there's something about baskets, putting all your eggs in one basket. Putting all your eggs in one basket, but you're gonna have a lot of choices about where to put your time, energy, where to invest your energy. How you are transforming is from all these options that will be presented to you, group 3. The decisions that you make moving forward is going to be subject to whatever you see in your future being a long-term investment. Okay? Being a long-term investment. So really, really not wasting time and energy anymore. Okay? Really going after quality versus quantity. Intentionally making these decisions, taking the steps towards something reliable, long-term, and that will result in ultimate security, which will also result in your own self-security, self-worth. We have 9 of Pentacles here. 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay. What's one last message you have, please, for our group 3? What is one last message, Spirit Guides? What do you have? Last message, please, for our group 3. Okay, they're saying the Animal Oracle message. Animal Oracle. What do we have? Last message for group 3. We have the Elk. Nobility. Nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. Celebrate your accomplishments. This feels like Shadow Aries, you know, like in the past. So Shadow Aries can tend to be impulsive when it comes to their, you know, they're just impulsivity, like buying expensive things just to impress people they don't even like. You know, that's Shadow Aries. I feel like now you're becoming empowered Aries, an evolved Aries, but whether you're Aries or not, We have, what do we have on the board? We have earth energy, like strong earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Strong earth energy here. But this feels like, yeah, with the earth, practicality of earth, it also feels like now, because your decision making, like some of you might have Aries in your chart. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries. There's something about Aries here too. Okay. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Love it. Love it. So you're gonna conquer all these trickery, you know, all the options that you will be faced and tempted with. You will be presented with options, and like so now you're gonna be responsible like an Aries, okay, like an Emperor. You're gonna become more responsible now, and you're not gonna give in to temptations and trickery here. And that's gonna lead to 10 of Pentacles. That's gonna lead to what this says, to success. Where is that? I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Oh, right here. That's gonna lead to being crowned with success. Group 3. Beautiful. So that's what I have for you, Group 3. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. And I'll see you in another reading. Mwah.